Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on when this goes out. Leeds United drew 1-1 at Carrow Road, in which was a crazy game. You know, there's loads of things for us to get into, but it was a crazy game. It was a basketball game. You know, the funny thing is, we've been bemoaning Farkas' style for a while in terms of risk averse and defensively solid, and we don't go for it as much as we should. Give me that every day of the week over what I watched yesterday. I can't lie to you. This is the first game really for a while where we've had seen sort of like similar possession wise. I think we had 54, then 46. So it was quite even, both big chances, one each and all that sort of stuff. I think we smashed them in terms of shots, but yeah. Look, Leeds United, yeah. So first and foremost, give me Ampadu and Gruev every day of the week. The mad thing is, we have no Ampadu and Gruev now. Gruev's injury looked bad. Farkas confirmed that fact. It looks similar to Ampadu's. And this balance in midfield of Tanaka and Rothwell, yes, it did get better, but I don't think it's going to be nowhere near as solid. In a way, this is what people wanted. This is what people asked for. And still people are unhappy. The rate in which we can go from everything is good to we've drawn away from home, even though everyone told me they were happy with 4 points, to then all of a sudden going, Farker is terrible, the standards of the club are on the floor and all that. It's like, oh my God, we've gone to a ground where they've not tasted defeat since November last year. We've gone down to a penalty and we've come back and got a point, rescued a point. That's okay. You've also then got to throw into the mist that your captain's not there, so you've got a brand new midfield. And then during that, one of them gets injured. So then you've got Rothwell and Tanaka playing together for the first time. This is context. We have to apply context to results. The referee was an absolute abomination. I've been doing watch-alongs and going to games prior to that for a very long time. I can't remember the last time we had someone as bad as that. And when you check his history at Leeds United, very, very poor. I don't want to... He wasn't the reason we lost, we drew the game, we lost the game, whatever. Because there was chances in it for Leeds United. There was chances before we conceded the penalty. I mean, the penalty itself, the lads told me on the post-match reaction, I'm being harsh. Mellier's got to do better. I don't know what he's doing. They're saying his weight shifted. I've not even watched it back. I can't lie to you. I probably should have done, but this is the evening. This goes out during the day. I still think he should do better. Even if he dives, even if his weight's gone to the other side, his feet probably save it. It's poor. But there's errors prior to that. Rodon, I think it's smart centre-forward play. It looks like he's cut inside and Rodon had committed. Game over. And the defending's really poor as well from Ramazani and from Firpo as he's cut inside. Neither of them deal with it. And then we find ourselves one behind. Now, it did feel at half-time like we could still go on. I thought we might go and win it when we got the goal. The goal's brilliant, by the way. Nonto, for me, was phenomenal last night. Our best player by a country mile. I was a bit confused as to why we brought off Ramazani, why we brought off Nonto when we did, and then went with two up top. And maybe he's hoping that Bamford will do the pressing and then Pirro, I don't know. But yeah, and look, this takes now, Joseph, I thought he was, he was feeding on scraps. People then go, well, if that were Bamford, everyone would be having a go. But that's the point, isn't it? The point is that sometimes the striker will not always score, but Joseph's been okay, but people then want Pirro off the ball, everything. It just doesn't work. So if you wanted Pirro to come into the starting line moving forward, we'll be worse. We'll look worse as well. So that's a non-starter for me. I'm a little bit concerned about the midfield. I thought it was very disjointed. Hopefully that'll be better for Friday. A lot of people were saying they wanted this, and it just didn't look great. There were massive gaps in there for me. Thought Bogle was good. Firpo not. That was really poor from Firpo tonight. We're not used to seeing it. But back to Nonto. The last three performances from him have been great. I almost feel he's got shades of the Somerville in terms of I'm going to now carry this team. And he creates the goal. Well, it's actually a pass from Strauch. We can't lose either of them centre-backs now, I'm telling you. Pass from Strauch, great turn by Nonto. Lovely passing to Ramazani, and Ramazani takes his finish really well. Exceptional young talent, that lad. I wouldn't have brought them off. Farkas telling us after the fact that this is, you know, that we've got a game Friday. We were only looking to give Ramazani 60 minutes. He scored. We kept him on a bit longer. We have to take that for what it is. But yeah, it really knocked the stuffing out of Leeds structurally off the ball, because after that, it was mainly Norwich. And then when we did get the ball, it just broke down. It just broke down. So that wasn't ideal either. But yeah, look, am I happy? Yeah. Would I have liked all three? Yeah. Did I think we would? Yeah. Listen, Norwich good, but I did feel that we gassed them up a little bit too much. I did like the guy Slimani in midfield. Sainz, we know, is in good form. He's horrible. He's irritating, but he's in good form. Sargent's apt at this level. I do think defensively we could have got at them more. I didn't really rate their back line. I thought it was quite... I mean, the two centre-backs are really slow, like Duffy and Cordoba. Now, that changed, and Doyle went in when Cordoba came off, etc. But Doyle was getting cooked left, right, and centre by Nonto. But again, Nonto had a great game. Yeah, look, I think all on to Friday now. The confusing thing for me is like we've got a point away from home. We've conceded a goal, first goal away. Our non-penalty XG is crazy. We're still not conceding chances, which is mad. But it was very transitional, and I feel that Friday could be like that as well. One thing's for certain, though, we've got to take chances. When they come, we've got to take them, and we don't do enough of that. Yeah, we need to do that. And look, if we win on Friday, 2 clear goals, we go top. We've moved up a position. I think we're 1 point off the top 2. There's nothing to be annoyed about. It's a draw. It happens. Can't win them all. And again, they haven't been beat since November. And for me, they're the best side we've faced this season by a country mile. By a country mile. Look at, I mean, and everyone keeps saying, we haven't beat any good teams. Hull have won 3 on the spin, scoring 10 goals since we played them. Coventry slapped Blackburn tonight, who were above us 3-0. We make teams look poor. Tonight, we got into too much of a battle. Like, I thought in a gun shoot, we'll beat you. Wasn't to be tonight. But then again, if they don't get the penalty, they don't score. That's the thing again. Can't really remember any gilt-edged chances. Melia makes a good save from the road on knock-on when it's crossed. But outside of that, there's nothing. There's nothing, folks. So there's no way we need to throw the baby out with the bathwater. We're cool. We're calm. We're collected. I was genuinely shocked and surprised at the way in which suddenly it span in the comments, and it was like, whoa. Like, we can't catch a break. As soon as we drop a point, it's game on for out. Get him out. and we were okay. Like I said, the midfield pairing broken up. And then the midfield pairing that you start with is then broken up. And people want to talk about, oh, yeah, but we've got a squad. We've got, yeah, we have. But it's still context that you have to apply in that game, in that moment, because they have to adjust. And we saw that the first half. I thought they were all over. The second half, it improved, but there was still big gaps. Tanaka was really good, by the way, and Rothwell grew into it, to be fair. But yeah, it wasn't amazing. We didn't have control of the game. I would much prefer Leeds United to get control of the game. I would much prefer Cardiff away. I would much prefer Coventry, where we just control, dominate possession of the football. Even if we don't create that much, I'm not asked. By the way, we've created second most chances in the league, by the way. Only one team out of 24 have created more than us, and that's Middlesbrough. So, I mean, what more do we want? But hey-ho, it is what it is. We've drawn. It's a good point. It'll be a good point come the end of the season. We've moved up a position. We're closing in on the top 2. Sunderland away next in 2 days' time. Doesn't stop. Well, it does. International break for 2 weeks, but you know what I mean. But listen, thanks as always for the love and support. Smash me a like. Subscribe to the channel. Get your comments in. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds.